Hello, one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we were in combat with the middle of an old one commander, apparently, so let's go ahead and resolve that. I don't remember ending the last video in the middle of combat, but I guess I did. I remember getting chased off by Morag because I wasn't in the mood to deal with her shenanigans. He's got a flail, that's pretty cool. I don't think we've seen very many enemy NPCs use flails. Very underappreciated weapon, in my opinion. It's mostly because in Dungeons & Dragons, flails are not necessarily great weapons. They were a little better back in 2nd edition, but not so good in 3rd. And not so good in pretty much any other edition following. See, the problem with flails is they're just kind of subpar weapons compared to other weapons. And by subpar, I mean they just don't do as much damage as certain other weapons do, so you don't really have much reason to use a flail. And the reason they were better in 2nd edition is because in 2nd edition, warriors specialized in weapons differently than how they do in 3rd edition, and I guess to a much more non-existent point in 5th edition. In 2nd edition, flails were part of a category with, I believe it was Flail, Morningstar, and it might have just been Flail, Morningstar. It was at least the two of those. Club was a separate category, and Warhammer was a second category, but it was at least Flail and Morningstar in the same category. So if you wanted to specialize in Morningstars, which is not an invalid thing to do, remember clerics would get to, well, yeah, clerics would get to specialize as well. Everybody got to specialize. It's just fighters got more of it than anyone else, and they could specialize harder. But if you wanted to specialize in Morningstars, that was a fine thing to do. And by doing that, you gave yourself points in flails. So if the situation ever played out where you found a really kick-ass flail, you could just switch. That's why I think flails were better, as opposed to, let's say, 3rd edition, which is what this is based off of. If you want to specialize in flails, you have to go all in on it. You have to make all of your... that one's going to be a problem, I guess. You have to make all of your feats dedicated into flails. And by doing that, if you're not using a flail, you're doing less than you would be doing otherwise, and flails are just not as good as a weapon as some of the other weapons available, as we discussed. What I need to do is I need to go upstairs and try to lure this one out. He's here, he's trying to melee us. Hopefully that means he will load into here. Guess we're not gonna get that lucky. I can't have Linyu stay here.
Alright, dear.
Because if I load into the next screen, she'll follow me instinctually. Maybe if I keep Linyu right there, if I explicitly tell it to stand her ground, the wizard won't target her because she's outside of line of sight.
Alright, dear. I'm getting to it.
No, she's gonna chase it forward. Okay, let's see if I can take care of this one and then pull out. I'm pressing the button. That one's on the game, not on me. I was pressing the thing for me to leave, and Jericho just was shrugging and not doing it. That one's on the game, so that's upsetting. Trying not to be in a bad mood. These Neverwinter Nights videos, if the game is not going to control properly, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just a bad situation. That's bad programming. Gonna keep reiterating that point because it cost me to load. Somewhere out there, I hope a developer is watching this. The developer who was in charge of screen transitioning, and I hope he tells himself, man, I did not do as good as a job as I could have. And by he, I mean whoever the developer was. I don't mean to speculate. Could be a he or a she. Doesn't matter. Okay, Linyu, I just want you to stand your ground. For whatever reason, the skeleton chief didn't follow this. That's okay, it just means I can remove it. And you explicitly did not stand your ground as ordered. Way to go, Linyu, way to go. Let's come over here and rest again. Gonna feel the need to rest quite a bit. I think now she's standing her ground. The one time I don't want her to actually stand her ground. Linyu, you're just bad at instructions. You know that? You know what would be funny and also really stupid? The whole thing about Linyu, like, me not having any control of Linyu casting spells in melee combat, and the whole how, like, defensive casting thing toggle just doesn't seem to work. I could totally see that as intentional, as part of Linyu's intentional clumsiness. If that's the case, wow, that idea is not one that should have transitioned into the actual game. That's cute on paper. That was a... oh. That's my fault. I hit load instead of save. Oh well, anyways. If that was the intention, that was a really bad idea. I guess we're going up there again. And the skeleton's still going to be alive when he resummons it. Yay! That's my fault.
Goddess, take you now!
I wonder if Linyu can just stand there and do nothing now. Because now she's not actively being attacked. She's casting Dispel Magic, making the cloud go away. She cannot dex save to save her life, apparently. And we're gonna leave, and that's gonna cause her to die. Because for some reason, when you screen transition in the middle of combat, your companion just takes an upteenth amount of damage. Although not this time. Cool. I cannot explain why, but I appreciate it.
All right, dear. I'm getting
Then
to
you
it.
come over here. Let's rest. And this time we'll try to actually save. We're scarcely making any progress, but that's okay. I'm not tired right now like I normally am when I have to record Neverwinter Nights, as you can probably tell. So let's come over here, and let's actually save this time. That one's on me. That one is purely on me. Not an ideal time to be saving, because we didn't really kill anything, but that wizard's cast a few of his spells, and this thing is wounded. So that's good. One wizard. And that does a lot of hit points. Come on, just die already, please.
In the name of Senin Moonbow!
Good grief. Okay, let's deal with this wizard. Not sure what that spell was. Ah! We're gonna begin the arcane missile spammage. Well, that didn't hurt. What was that, Ray of Frost? Hopefully he doesn't hit Linyu with a death spell. He still seems pretty focused on targeting me. Lots of buffs. Hey, if he can cast Deflection, it works. Works against me. And he's dead. Good. And I've already planted the sapling, so that's good. There are some remains here, probably just a translation amulet, and just a translation amulet. And let's see if we can interact with this. The seeds of the rare Utag tree have been planted in the ground here beneath the ruin. Now only time will tell whether they take root in this inhospitable dungeon to grow in the fabled Utag tree. Neat. We can rest up here. In fact, we will rest up here. Might as well get some hit points back. And then we might as well hop back in time to go tell her that we've done that. Actually, no. We might as well finish all the affairs we have here in this period if we can. How are my arrows doing? Not good, not bad. Okay, let's save and continue along. Let's head towards the exit, see if there's any more big, scary lizard men at the front. Have I looted this? Yes. Probably looted everything in that central room, but I know I haven't been over here. An altar. Depression in this stone looks as if a tablet could fit inside. Neither of these are locked. One of them was trapped, certainly. A scythe. I don't use scythes, but it's good to find. $10 and a potion of aid. And over here, here's a potion of aid. Neat. Okay, let's save so we don't have to loot that all over again, because we've learned our lesson, haven't we? I can't remember what was behind this door in the future. That way leads down the path. The door is barred from the other side. We're not going to be able to get it open. There is a slave worker. Let's talk to him, see if we can get different answers.
Greetings.
Alright. Keep forgetting I have to go through that effort. Oh, I don't have this one identified. Oh, it looks just like the translation amulet, but it isn't. There.
Greetings.
I am from the future. I see some questions. What is this place you're building? What can you tell me about these guardian golems? I can convince you not to do it. I can free you. Nope. Same dialogue, so we know not to waste our time doing that a third time. Okay, what's in here? Ah, there are the enemies. Let's see if we can help this prisoner up.
My attack has no effect.
Ooh. I've said this before, I'll say it again. That is color spray, in which case... Or it's prismatic spray, in which case... Oh no. Which, considering how much damage it did to us, that was probably prismatic. 10 gold and a potion of Fox's Cunning. He has some loot. Temple defenses. Is this the same thing as the other one? I believe it is. Hold on. Yes. They are the same. That one's locked. Well, let's see if we can unlock it. We can! A Harp of Charming and 10 gold. And we are still enfeebled. Hopefully that fades away soon. Let's save. Yes, I want to overwrite it. Old One Commander.
Goddess, take you now!
Still enfeebled. not taking too much damage from me. Then you're doing most of the work right now. I keep plugging him with arrows, but I hardly see a number come up. There we go. There's a few numbers, but it's like 1 and 2. Maybe this guy has some heavy DR or something. If my strength has been decreased, that's a good chunk of my damage from my mighty bow. So. Okay, I guess let's finish this guy off, and I'm gonna have to ask Lindy for some healing, because that spell is just not going away on its own. This side.
In the name of Sanine Moonbow!
Have I mentioned that Neverwinter Night's combat is
healing.
very boring?
Tend to my wounds.
All right, dear. I'm getting
you.
to it.
Should have done that sooner, but I expected that spell to go away on its own. It did not. More temple defenses. Ah, a named slave. Ow. We have a thing here we can go back with. And another time crystal. I guess it's good to have multiples. Let's save and talk to the named slave. Hello, Lokar.
Ulaksak Bapor, Pasadena, Parsina.
Ah, right. Keep forgetting that. Hello again,
You must
Lokar.
be careful. I will help you if I can. But if the masters see us speaking, they will cut out my tongue.
Who are you? I was hoping you would have more spoken dialogue. I am Lokar, leader of the slaves. I often help those who have escaped the chains of the creator race, as you have obviously done. I am no escaped slave. I am a visitor from the distant future. Of course, I understand now. You have lost your mind, probably from the beatings of your cruel mistress. No wonder you risked everything to escape. I want to ask you some questions. I will tell you what I can, if you'll help us against the creator race that enslaves us. What is this place that you are building? The mistresses are forcing us to build a great fortress complex. At its heart, we are constructing an enormous vault that will be protected by various magical wards once it is complete. Though what our master plans to place inside the vault, I cannot say. Do you know some way I can get into the vault? Right now, the vault is unguarded and empty. You can enter it if you wish, but once this complex is complete, the vault will be sealed by the power of 3 magical wards. You don't know much about the magical wards, but I suspect that once they are activated, it will be impossible to enter the vault without first deactivating them. Is there anything else I can tell you with? Can you tell me anything else about the vaults? I'm afraid I can tell you not much more. I cannot tell you much more about the vault, as I have not worked on it myself. There are other slaves who are more involved in the construction of the central vault. If you find them, perhaps they will have answers I do not. Talking about magical wards. Take this ring before you go. Show it to the slaves in the complex, and they will be more willing to risk themselves to help you. I wish there was more I could do for you. Every slave that escapes is a victory for our people and a blow against the tyranny of the creator race. May luck be with you. Well, now we have a ring that'll make the other ones do as I say. Good. You! Do what I want.
Greetings.
Building golems. Here is Lokar's ring. He said you would help me. Why did you not say so earlier? If Lokar sent you, your mission must be one of great importance to the fate of all those enslaved by the creator race. If I do not build the golem, the mistress will know I have aided you, but it might be possible for me to construct the golem with a single subtle flaw that they will not detect. This will give the golem one fatal vulnerability. I can only introduce one flaw. Should I introduce more, the mistresses will surely notice. What would I make the golems vulnerable to fire? Would you rather I make the golems vulnerable to fire, cold, blunt weapon, or slashing and piercing weapons? Slashing and piercing weapons! That's my bow! I should do as you have asked. However, my change will only affect the golem I am working on. There are other golems, but you would have to speak with the slaves building them, or they will be invulnerable. Now please go, before the mistress sees you here. Excellent! Now let's backtrack to the other one. Actually, no. Let's come in here first and search this room thoroughly, and then go talk to you. Ah. Magic. that one was a wizard there. In fact, let's make a save. I guess 201 since we're about to end the video. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off, and when we come back, terrible lizard people. I'll see you all later. Take care and bye-bye.